Good morning, Shindo here. I don't know how many of you remember the Cold War. I remember it. I remember the 80s. I remember the 70s. And during that time period, I don't remember the rhetoric being ratcheted up between the United States and Russia the way it is right now. Now, I have said before that I don't believe this is going to lead to a war initially. What I believe it's going to lead to is what appears to be an inevitable war that will be stopped by a figure, a man of peace. I am not supporting either candidate in this election. I don't like either one of them. But this is another indication, this article here from the New York Post, that if you vote for Clinton, you vote for war. If you like what I do, please click subscribe, comment like an adult, click like, and share my videos. This is from the New York Post. You will find a link in the description box to this article, as you always will with my videos. New York Post. Putin promises, quote, confrontation if Clinton keeps up Russia talk. Russian President Vladimir Putin has issued a veiled threat to Hillary Clinton, saying his country will engage in, quote, confrontation with the U.S. if she continues to provoke the motherland, according to a new report. Putin, 64, accused the Democratic presidential nominee of putting forth continued, quote, harsh rhetoric and, quote, threats against Russia for her own political gain. The Daily Star reported, quote, jeopardizing Russian-American relations in order to gain brownie points internationally. I consider this to be harmful and counterproductive, Putin recently told reporters in Russia. It is not funny anymore. If someone out there wants confrontation, this is not our choice. But this means that there will be problems, unquote, Putin warned. The former KGB spy added that Clinton was trying to distract American voters from the country's problems, quote unquote, by unifying voters against two common enemies, Russia and Iran. And Putin made no secret over who he favors in the November 8 election. Quote, Mrs. Clinton has chosen to take up a very aggressive stance against our country, against Russia. Mr. Trump, on the other hand, calls for cooperation, at least when it comes to the international fight against terrorism, unquote, Putin said. Quote, naturally, we will welcome those who would like to cooperate with us, and we consider it wrong that we always have to be in conflict with one another, creating existential threats for each other and for the whole world, unquote, Putin noted. The chilling video has earned an eye-popping 1.3 million views in the last few days. Hillary Clinton, and what she is doing by constantly coming down against Russia the way she is, accusing Russia of trying to influence this election over and over again. She is causing a natural backlash from someone like Vladimir Putin. She doesn't know who she's dealing with. Okay, I've read a biography of Putin. He is not someone to screw with. The man is a thug. He calls himself that. He's a fighter and a thug. I can tell you, Hillary Clinton is a fool with what she's doing, constantly saying these things against Russia, because she's going to lead not only a problem with her. If she becomes president, folks, we're going to have a major problem with Russia. And like I say, I don't like either one of these candidates. But this is just, at this point, this is just a fact. You vote for Clinton, you're voting for a war with Russia. And here we have the last couple of weeks, and I have been saying that I believe that Donald Trump will be president. I still believe that, despite everything that they're saying, you know, in the media, in the polls. It's just a bunch of noise as far as I'm concerned at this point. But if I'm wrong and Clinton becomes president, folks, you can forget about any of the hopes and dreams and aspirations that you might have for your children. I have a son who's 14 going on 15 years old. And what's somebody like Clinton going to do for young men like my son? Because she seems to think that the most important thing in the world is to make sure that she gets the respect that her arrogance demands. And this is arrogance. This is unbelievable arrogance for her to continue to speak this way about Russia. Because Putin is not going to tolerate this crap for long. He is a thug. He is a fighter. He has been all his life. He loves a fight. And Hillary Clinton acts as though she wants one as well. I guess as a woman she figures she has to prove something, but she's going to prove it at the expense of the rest of the nation, at your expense if she becomes president. So if you like what I do, please comment like an adult, folks, like an adult. Click like, subscribe to my channel, and share my videos. This is Shindo. Have a good Wednesday.